In a sport defined by fractions of a second, Sha'Carri Richardson didn't just break records. She completely redefined what a track star looks like. With her vibrant hair, razor-sharp manicures, unapologetic confidence, and she became one of the most recognizable figures in modern athletics. By 2026, long after silencing her doubters with historic global gold medals, the American sprint icon commands a multi-million-dollar empire with a net worth estimated around $4 million. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the high-octane lifestyle of track and field's ultimate superstar. From her luxury real estate and growing car collection to high-fashion runways, the setbacks she had to overcome, and the redemption that reshaped her career. This is how Sha'Carri Richardson spends her wealth and lives her life. Long before the global endorsement deals, the custom Nike spikes, and the red carpet appearances, Sha'Carri's journey began on the fast-paced tracks of Dallas, Texas. Raised by her grandmother and aunt, women who instilled in her an unbreakable sense of self-belief, she burst onto the national scene as a teenage phenom. At Louisiana State University, she shattered collegiate records with a blistering 10.75-second run in the 100 meters, instantly signaling that a new generational talent had arrived. But raw talent was only the spark. Her explosive style on the track, coupled with an outspoken, unapologetic personality, transformed her into an instant media sensation, bridging the gap between elite athletics and mainstream pop culture. And that unmatched stardom triggered a massive lifestyle transformation. Lucrative partnerships with brands like Nike, Beats by Dre, and Olay turned her name into a permanent global brand. Every gold medal and every viral finish line celebration did more than build an athletic legacy. It forged the financial freedom she enjoys today. To see how the sprint queen lives away from the track, you must look at her stunning living arrangements, which reflect her love for comfort, privacy, and bold aesthetic choices. Her primary sanctuary is located in Claremont, Florida, purchased in 2022. It's not just a house. It's a statement of her comeback and new chapter after setbacks. Spanning 2,461 square feet with 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, the property features a custom indoor swimming pool, an outdoor kitchen for entertaining, and an electric fireplace centerpiece. Whether she's unwinding after a grueling training block or curating her next viral look, her home serves as a sanctuary of peace and creative expression. To see how the star moves on land, you have to look inside her garage. Known to be small yet ultra-luxurious, her fleet reflects her identity as one of the fastest women in the world. At the center of her garage stands a sleek, high-performance Lamborghini, known for its extreme speed and aggressive, fighter jet-inspired angles. The Lamborghini perfectly matches her fast, loud, and unapologetic persona, turning heads every time she hits the boulevard. Complementing her Italian supercar is a classic symbol of prestige and velocity, a high-end Ferrari valued well into the six-figure range. With its roaring engine and unmistakable design, the Ferrari complements her brand as a global sprint star who demands excellence both on the track and on the asphalt. Beyond her exotic supercars, her lifestyle demands versatility and striking visual presence. She has been spotted commanding the road in a stealthy Aston Martin, a vehicle that famously captured headlines during a high-speed traffic incident in Orlando in January 2026. For her more low-profile yet rugged daily movements, she incorporates a black Jeep associated with her and her close circle during recent public appearances, proving that whether she is cruising in an Italian masterpiece or rolling through the city in heavy American muscle, her vehicles are chosen for power, prestige, and an undeniable aura of authority. Beyond her garage, Sha'Carri's style is as expressive as her acceleration. While she is often spotted in high-end streetwear and custom athletic gear, her high-profile public appearances are defined by a fearless approach to fashion. Or sitting front row at New York Fashion Week, she treats the world like her runway. Of course, none of this global triumph appeared overnight, and Sha'Carri's path to the summit was uniquely tested by adversity. Her career reached a dramatic turning point at the 2021 U.S. Olympic Trials in Eugene, Oregon, where she dominated the 100-meter final to secure her ticket to the Tokyo Olympics. However, Joy quickly turned to heartbreak when a routine post-race drug test returned positive for THC, the psychoactive compound in cannabis.
U.S. Olympic track star Sha'Carri Richardson suspended for a month after testing positive for marijuana.
Richardson revealed she had used marijuana as a coping mechanism following the sudden, tragic death of her biological mother, a devastating blow she learned about from a reporter during an interview. Despite widespread public support and immense cultural debate regarding anti-doping policies for cannabis, she accepted a 1-month suspension, which kept her off the Olympic team. It was a crushing public fall from grace that broke her heart and temporarily derailed her momentum. Yet, true greatness is measured by how a champion responds to the canvas. Instead of letting the controversy define her, 2024, she carried that momentum onto the biggest stage in Paris, where she added an Olympic silver medal in the 100 meters and helped the United States capture gold in the 4x 100-meter relay. Those performances didn't just add more medals to her collection. They strengthened her position as one of the most marketable stars in American athletics. By 2026, she stands not just as a fast runner, but as a resilient icon who survived the darkest scrutiny of sports culture and emerged stronger than ever. Away from the blinding stadium lights, corporate boardrooms, and relentless media attention, her private world reveals a woman deeply grounded by her roots and her personal life. Openly bisexual since 2015, she has navigated the intense glare of public fame while carving out her own path. Her romantic life has often captured headlines, highlighted by her relationship with fellow American world champion sprinter Christian Coleman. From celebrating milestones together to weathering intense public storms, such as an unfortunate airport incident in July 2025, where charges were ultimately dropped, they have balanced their personal bond with elite athletic careers. Despite the noise, she remains fiercely protective of her inner circle, honoring the memory of her late grandmother and the family members who shaped her character. Her humanitarian and cultural footprint is also an essential part of her identity. Through advocacy for mental health awareness, open discussions about grief, and active support for young female athletes of color, she uses her massive platform to ensure that her struggles pave an easier road for the next generation. As we look at Sha'Carri Richardson in 2026, one thing is clear. Medals tarnish, and races are eventually run. But Sha'Carri did something rarer than winning titles. She forced the sports world to accept her authentic, unpolished, and brilliant self. And if her journey so far has proven anything, it's that there will only ever be one Sha'Carri Richardson.